Hello and welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the mid-July love check-in for the sign of Capricorn. All right, my lovely Capricorns, earth signs. How you doing out there? If you're a regular subscriber to my channel, you know the drill. We're going to get right into the Romance Angel Oracle deck and pull out your 2 cards. If you just happen to be surfing YouTube and you came across this video today, welcome. You're all welcome, of course. Cross watchers, you guys are always welcome. So let's get right into it. We pull out your 2 Angel Oracle cards, and then we'll get right into the traditional tarot and pull out your 9 cards and see what it's all about this mid-July period for you Capricorns. All right, Capricorn, your first card out the deck. Retreat. Interesting. And we've got You Deserve Love. At the bottom of the deck, we have calling in your soulmate. Right? Prayers, affirmations, visualizations bring you 2 together. But there is a period of retreat and you deserve love. So there's some angst there. There's some anxiety there somewhere along the line. Right? A decision being made to leave or to go away. Perhaps feeling as though you are not getting the love you deserve, right? So let's see what it's all about, Capricorn. We're going to get right into your reading. Pull out your 9 cards. Hope you guys are doing well. We're right into the thick of summer now, aren't we? All across the country. Very hot, muggy. Interestingly enough, the readings this mid-July have been very much, a lot of you have been coming to the close of a very difficult road. So let's just see what this reading is. There's been some cards that have been showing up in all of the readings. Some of the same cards. Quite interesting. Well, let's see what it's hitting for with Capricorn. All right, we want affirmations, reaffirmations. We want warning signs. Let's figure this out, all right? Show me. Alright, Capricorn, first at the gate, 3 of Pentacles, works, coming together, Queen of Wands, beautiful. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands has been all over the place for these mid-July readings. 8 of Wands, interesting. A lot of chaos coming in. 6 of Pentacles at the center of the reading, so that's your main center card for you, right? We've got Queen of Pentacles, beautiful queen. 3 of Cups. Wow. Coming together with like-minded individuals. That's your second 3. Tower. There you go. 16. Another 6. And another 8. 8 of Swords. Right. So 2 8s, 2 3s, 6s, right? Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we've got Sagittarius showing up as Temperance. All right. So temperance, right? Most recently, a lot of your readings have been about, getting your rewards coming in after a long battle, right? A lot of you have been coming to the end of a chapter in your life that's really taken a lot of work out of you, a lot of effort. And so let's see what you're getting into right now. Certainly with temperance, we're talking about 14. First 4 being emperor having dominion over men. But temperance is when you have dominion over yourself, when you have control over yourself, control of your emotions, right? You have control over your reactions, right? You don't react per se. You certainly don't have knee-jerk reactions. You're very tempered in a lot of ways, and that's having dominion over yourself. It allows you to be able to adapt from situation to situation without being necessarily thrown off square or thrown out of focus. Right, so let's get right into it. That's your overall energy, right? This tempering energy. 3 of Pentacles talks about like-minded. So 3, we have A couple of your numbers are showing up twice. Threes are showing up twice. So three is the number for unity, bonding, loyalty, coming together as a group, right? In Three of Pentacles, we come together as a group to work towards the same objective. Could be a project, could be at work. You could be getting called in to be part of a project, part of the next stage. If you're an artist, you may be having people coming to you, getting you, commissioning you to do work, right? You're starting to, also part of Three of Pentacles is starting to get noticed for your work, starting to get recognition, right, for your craft, whatever that craft may be. Right? People seek you out for it. So that's a very good place to be, certainly for you, Capricorn, because with Capricorn, a lot of your happiness is tied up with your material, your work, your ability to work in the field that you desire, etc. So Queen of Wands is coming in, and Queen of Wands is also quite... interestingly enough, she's the queen. She's quite cagey. She can be cagey. She's very prudent. She's careful who she kind of reveals herself to. She's careful who she allows in her circle and who she provides advice to or counsel to. She's been through a lot, Queen of Wands, right? She's been through a lot of transformation, inner transformation. She understands a lot in terms of how the world works and how to, as well, protect her energy. Excuse me, I have to take a sip of iced coffee. In terms of protecting her energy, in terms of safeguarding it, Black Cat is at her feet, which indicates her dominion over the occult, mysticism. She has a firm grip and understanding of the other sciences, as it were, of life, metaphysical side of life. Now, I believe this is somebody that you're dealing with, right? This is someone in your life coming in. This is either someone you know already or someone coming in new. This person is someone, it's almost like, I want to say to you, kind of like a guide, almost like a teacher or a guide, healer in some way. This person is kind of like someone that you really, I don't want to say that you look up to them, but you have a high level of respect for them. They understand things that you feel you can learn from them. They have a mastery over things that you feel you can learn from them. I feel like this person is almost like a counsel to you, like somebody who gives you advice, helps you along, right? Like I said, it could be somebody that you know already, like a family friend or a family member, right? Or an old friend. Or it could be someone who's coming into your life now, who's very different. This person, you haven't really met anyone like this before. They're very mysterious in a way. And they're coming in, I think they're coming into your life, you know, to certainly be a good friend, but more than anything, you feel like you need them almost as a guide. You've got Ace of Wands here as well, which is very much inspiration. So you've got a lot of creative inspiration, a lot of creative juices flowing right now. You feel like you're coming up with those great ideas, right? You're at a stage in your life where you really want to implement the next idea. You are very excited, which is why Temperance, I believe, came in as well. Because, you know, you're very excited about this creativity that you're feeling right now. And so you really want to dive right into it. But you do need to be tempered, because right now, along with this kind of like burst of creativity, you've got a lot of options coming in. Right? It's seemingly almost quite chaotic now. The amount of options, the amount of opportunities. It's almost as if the floodgates are open and you're kind of like, oh, where do I go? Where do I turn? So this is your first 8 showing up. And 8 is the number, of course, for limitations, boundaries, putting in place boundaries, right? It's the card for understanding your strengths and your weaknesses. And oftentimes when 8 of Wands is present, it means there's a lot coming at you. Right? And you have to be very focused. You almost have to set up certain criteria, right, to weed out the ones that don't serve you, the ones that are of no use, the options that are of no use, that are dead end, you know, to pair this chaotic amount of information coming into something that is workable. It requires a lot of focus, a lot of discipline, and it requires for you to, yes, set up boundaries. I want to say boundaries, but I almost want to say as well as stipulations or criteria for what you constitute as being worth your time and energy. Not every single idea is worth your time and energy. So go through that. Be a little bit more discerning, right? Put in some criteria, some standards, you know, that things that these ideas or these opportunities have to fulfill as a bare minimum before you'll spend all your time on them, because otherwise your time is going to be split up into so many different directions that it's going to be very chaotic for you. You won't get anything done. At the center of the reading is Six of Pentacles. So certainly this is the very center energy for you right now, which is, yeah, you're very much about your coin, right? You're very much about having a healthy relationship with your money, not going through anxiety about money. You're not rich, but you're also not broke. You're not having to worry about things, right? This is a place where you're quite comfortable. You don't have the stresses that other people have. You're able to provide charity to people. And I think this is like your objective right now. If you're involved with somebody, if you're in a relationship with somebody, right now that relationship is not really, you know, center stage. Right now it's very much about you and your career. And this overwhelming amount of creativity that you're feeling right now, and how to focus it and hone it in. It almost seems like this, a Capricorn, is very much on a spiritual journey as well, right? You're kind of like, these new turns and these new stages in your career are opening up doors to new spiritual opportunities and experiences for you. And I think you're really awakening to that right now. So Queen of Pentacles is coming in as well. So this is yet another queen. This is your second queen as well in the deck. So certainly you have a lot of female energy around you right now. A lot of protective, feminine energy around you right now. You know, you have one strong, feminine, fiery energy around that is kind of like your rock in terms of your spiritual progression. But you also have someone there that is kind of like coming in as a financial support, but not so much as, I want to say, like an investor or anything like that, but more this person, and again, this could be someone you work with or someone that you're very close friends with. This person is more like a mentor in your field. So whereas this individual is about the spiritual side of you, this individual serves as a mentor in your field. It could be a woman, could be an older woman, but it's really not gender specific. It's just that this individual, while they are a mentor in your field, while they are perhaps even a master, you know, in the field that you are in now, they have a very nurturing quality. They have a willingness to share their knowledge with you, to support you, right? To teach you how they were able to get to where they're at. This queen is one of my favorite queens because everything that she has acquired, she's acquired through blood, sweat, and tears. Her own blood, sweat, and tears, right? She's come from a very barren place to a place of lush gardens, all kind of through her sheer will and labor, right? So she knows, you know, the Queen of Pentacles understands all the steps that are necessary and the amount of hard work that is necessary to achieve your goals. And in this way, she is very nurturing and supportive of others who want to achieve their goals, certainly in the realm of bringing in abundance, bringing in wealth, achieving your goals with regard to career and financial status. She's very supportive. She's very nurturing. She's willing to share her knowledge, right? She's willing to support you as you go through that same journey. Now we've got your second three here. So again, Three of Cups. You've got like-minded individuals coming in for your work. Certainly the same thing is happening in your love life. So this is why I said I'm not really thinking this is a person who's involved with someone. Or if they are, that relationship with that individual is really taking a back seat to their kind of progression with career. If, however, you are a single Capricorn, then this reading is very much, I believe, up your alley, because this particular Capricorn that this message resonates with is living their best kind of social life at the moment as well. You're not tied down. You don't want to be tied down. You are enjoying dating. You're enjoying being around like-minded individuals. Remember, A lot of this is about you getting to a stage in your life where your status is increasing, your abundance is increasing. So it's almost as if, with all of this increase and all of this creativity as well increasing, it's like you want to see what life is like now that you've got a little bit more disposable income, right? So whereas some people, depending on where they're at in life, they're really, they're ready to settle down. You're kind of like, hey, this is the first time I've had this status. This is the first time I've had this level of recognition. I want to enjoy it, and I want to date. I want to date while I'm this kind of person, right? Why not? Why not see what your life is like being free and single at this level rather than where you were at before, where perhaps you were free and single, but you were also struggling, right? And so totally enjoying yourself was not necessarily on the table because you were working towards either your craft or your profession, right? Working towards building up that coin. Now that you've reached a certain level, a certain status, now you're actually in the world working, starting to get recognition for your work, starting to have money come in, having a lot of creativity coming in. It makes perfect sense that you're not really in that mood to necessarily settle down. You're calling in your soulmate, interestingly enough. Now, calling in your soulmate is it's still applicable because everything that you're doing right now, the life that you're living right now, is very much a full expression of who you are, right? There aren't that many hidden areas there. You're not having a false face on. You're not being in any way false or fake. You're being very honest and in the moment and true to yourself right now, right? Being led certainly by the heart with Ace of Wands, being led by your ambition, right? Having someone there to counsel, to help you kind of gain that spiritual insight that you want, right? That you've been starting to crave lately. So all of these things are very much you projecting yourself in a very honest and virtuous and true to yourself way, which will naturally bring in your soulmate, because when we express ourselves honestly, openly, and free from any kind of hang-ups or inhibitions that are holding us back or keeping our true nature from people, we naturally pull in our soulmate. We naturally pull into us other individuals who are like us, who are vibrating at the same level at us, right? So the person that the person that I pull in, the person that I attract, the person who sees me and says, "Oh, I like this Capricorn," is going to be closer to your soulmate because they see you for who you truly are, in your element, living your life, and they're attracted by it. And so they're attracted to who you truly are, right? And so by definition, you're calling in someone who's much closer to your soulmate than someone who's perhaps coming in to manipulate you in some way, right? Or make you into something that you're not. They're already coming in being attracted to your true nature. And so all of this is certainly laying the groundwork for love coming in. However, Tower is coming in. Something's going to happen. It's going to rock your foundations. Something's going to happen and come in that's going to turn everything upside down. It's going to make you feel like certainly retreating, right? Now, this is something very much that seems like it's coming out of the blue. All right. I think this could be an issue with the family, right? Something that you didn't expect. Someone may need your help. Something may happen. There may be some kind of like family, and I don't want to say like an emergency, but some kind of family occurrence that that requires your attention right away, and so therefore your whole kind of life is being disrupted as a result of that, right? It could be something to do with work as well, right? Because the Tower moment is right here underneath your center card, to do with your kind of abundance, your money coming in, right? It could be that the creativity that you're being hit with as well, right? All of this kind of, you're feeling very creative, you're getting a lot of recognition, right? You're dating, right? So you're kind of living your best life as well. It's like everything is kind of doing really, really well, and then this Tower moment comes in, and so it's almost like whatever leftover karma you have from before all of this was set into place, it could be as well that is rearing its ugly head and coming in almost like to say, hey, hang on a second, you thought you were done with me? You're not, and let me come into your world and like sort of disrupt everything that you've built up here. Now, this is kind of a very, you know, you haven't spent a long time here, right? This could have been, setting this scenario up could have just been over the last few months or whatever, what have you, right? However, this Tower moment, it could very well be an issue that you never completed quite some time ago, maybe even a few years back, and you kind of forgot about it, you kind of left it, you went on about your business, to achieve your goal, right, to get on with your career, and now that you've achieved this level, right, you're starting to achieve this status in your career and move forward, it's like this thing has come right out and reared its ugly head, its unfinished head in a way, and just set your whole world asunder because it was never finished to begin with. And here we have, to follow that, we have 8 of Swords. So 8 of Swords, again, is about communication, boundaries as well. How we alienate ourselves by our own rigid thinking. You know, how we, by being too kind of opinionated, right? By being too opinionated. This is the victim card as well, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is very much like the one who doesn't put up any boundaries. They don't take any responsibility for their actions either. You know, it's always everybody else's fault. One of the reasons they don't put up any boundaries is to get out of taking responsibility for yourself, right? Because it's like that way, you know, they can always blame somebody else. This card is the gaslighting card. It's the, you know, if you didn't act that way, I wouldn't have to act this way. This person is very constricted and bound in a way by their own kind of small way of thinking, right? By their own kind of opinionated ways. They've almost alienated themselves and boxed themselves off from everyone else around them who doesn't want to deal with them because of this kind of narrow, strict way of thinking and behaving that they have. And yet the entire time they refuse to take any responsibility for it either. It's everybody else's fault that they're alone. It's everybody else's fault that nobody wants to speak to them, right? And so it's quite interesting that this energy will come in after or during this Tower moment. It could very well be that this is somebody you've dealt with before, right? And it was a very toxic relationship, and now here they're coming back again. They're rearing their head back around again. Because this card is for the gaslighter, right? And the gaslighter doesn't just disappear. They always try to find an opportunity to come back around. It could very well be that you may have left and gone off into the world, right? Established yourself. And now that you're coming back, it could be that you're coming back to your hometown. It could also be that you're just moving on, you know, that you never went away to anywhere, that you remained where you've always lived your whole life, but that now, you know, you're at this stage where you're almost ready to leave all of that behind and step out into the world. And this person, this energy that never quite got completely dealt with, is almost like coming back in for another round. They see you're doing well. They see you're happy. They see you're full of creativity. They see you being surrounded by a lot of like-minded individuals. And I feel like they're ready to bring all of that nonsense back again. And it's like retreat comes up because it's like you want to retreat again. You may have retreated before to get away from this person. And it's almost as if here they go again. They're coming right back in. They're coming even harder now because now you're doing even better, right? You're doing better than you were before. Let's see. Let's get some clarity on this reading and see where you're at. I think in order for you to ever, like, move forward... Hang on a second. Sorry about that quick cut, folks. I had to tell my cat to get down off the table. So, you know, part of all of this as well, seemingly now, is temperance, right? It could be very much that in the past, this individual was able to kind of, like, pull a Tower moment with you. Come into your life and disrupt your life. You know, blame you for everything. You know, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. And then, they may be the type of person who comes in and out and leaves, and here they come back again. And it could be that in the past, you very much kind of fell for it. You let them back in. It became this whole kind of like very toxic back and forth manic relationship. But this time, you're kind of like, nope. This time, it almost seems as though you're employing this temperance. You're using this temperance energy, and you're understanding now that this time, you're not there for the drama. You're not there to be pulled into kind of like the dramatic ways of this person. Right? So, it's quite interesting. It's like they come in wanting to create a tower moment, and perhaps in the past there was a tower moment, but even if they do, even if them coming in is kind of disruptive, I feel like this energy is almost like, it's like fizzled out. It's like one of those like little, I want to say like one of those little gunpowder, examples where it's like you light the gunpowder pile and it just like sparks really quick, but then it's out really fast, It's almost as if, whereas before the staying power of this person to be able to ruin your life or destroy your life was very good. This time it's kind of like almost just like a blip on your radar, And perhaps this is what needed to happen for you to fully open up to the possibility of your soulmate coming in, of you deserving love, right? Dealing with this last little bit of karma to tie off with this individual and realizing when they come in this time how little hold they have over you, and how this time it's all about you kind of just temper yourself, you exercise patience, and you see this person and their energy almost burn out right in front of your eyes rather than sucking you into their little mini supernova of chaos. Rather than sucking you in and you perpetuating this chaotic energy, it's almost as if like you pull back with your temperance. You say, well, what are you going to try this time? And you're like, okay. You pull back, you stand back. And as you're watching, it's like everything that they're hitting you with just fizzles out into nothing. You just look at them like, wow, is that it? I can't believe that those antics used to get me so upset in the past, used to suck me right in. I mean, it's like this time you see them really for what they are, which is kind of being stuck, with their kind of very immature antics, very immature way of communicating. And I almost feel like this last little bit here with this individual needs to happen so that you can clear the way for a real love, because it's just the last little bit of karma that needs to be tied off, right? And also a lesson for you, too. A lesson in confidence and self-esteem, because you realize now this time that they just don't have hold over you like they did before. And it requires you going through this little tete-a-tete here, I think. This little encounter here to kind of fully realize that. All right? Show me. All right, let's get your clarification cards out, and then we're going to call this video Capricorn. All right, you got Prince of Wands. The Emperor, Aries coming in. 10 of Cups. There you go. Beautiful. 3 of Cups. There you go. That's the chaotic energy coming in. High Priestess in the center. And 6 of Discs coming to clarify the Queen of Discs. Princess of Wands. Ace of Wands again. And 5 of Discs. Unbelievable. And sometimes these clarification cards are really something. At the bottom, you have the Aeon, which is Judgment in the Thoth deck. Letting go of judgment, seeing the situation from all sides nowadays. Certainly, temperance is part of that. When you exercise temperance, you exercise good judgment, and so you also forgive those around you. But yeah, moving forward with your heart wide open, following your ambitions, right? This 3 of Pentacles is very much on your line in terms of on your path, your career path. You're full steam ahead with your career, certainly. Prince of Wands is fire energy. All right, beautiful fire energy. All right, Queen of Wands also covered by Emperor, stability, Aries energy, right? So, interestingly enough, this person could be a leader in some way, a leader in their own right, a leader in their own field, right? They're very dynamic. Like I said, this person, I believe, serves as some kind of spiritual counsel for you, someone that you can go to and talk to. Again, It can be an old friend, a family friend, right? Could also be like an older brother or uncle who embodies this Queen of Wands, this very nurturing, spiritually supportive side, right? This could be a very a gentleman, literally in all senses of the word. This could be a masculine figure who is at the same time extremely gentle when it comes to spiritual guidance and support. But in all other ways, they're a leader, they're strong, they're stable, they have this kind of real masculine energy, right? And this could be also why you relate to them in some way, because you relate to their kind of like their steadfastness, their work ethic, their leadership qualities. Although this is Aries and you're Capricorn, you still respect that. However, the immense amount of spiritual wisdom they have can't be denied, right? So again, I think it just talks. Emperor coming in just clarifies that this person is certainly somebody of a lot of magnitude, who's very, very endearing, very magnetic, also very has a lot of respect from everyone around them, right? And perhaps a lot of people don't even know they have this heavy spiritual side to them, but with you they share that, and so it's almost like an intimate look into a side of themselves that they don't often share. Remember, like I said before, the Queen of Wands is very cagey who she shows her true nature to. All right, so this could certainly be somebody who on the surface is maybe come across as being much more macho or bravado than they are, but behind closed doors they are extremely sensitive and nurturing and spiritually supportive. Ace of Wands is your this river of creativity, this essence of creativity coming in. You feel like buoyed over with ideas, right? Is all working towards Ten of Cups. There's a love there. There's an outpouring of love that you have for I believe either the field, the profession, the people. This could be an outpouring of love for a certain group of people, right? That you kind of like are taking under your wing. I mean, Wands is the suit for passion, things of the heart, in the way that ambition is of the heart. But Cups is all about emotions, right? So feelings rather than that force, that ambitious force, that force that makes you want to move forward. Whereas feelings often make you want to sit and think about them, right? And so you're feeling, your forward motion is all tied in very much also with this kind of feeling of love for your community, this wider feeling of love for those around you. This is certainly the combination for charity work. Those of you who may be doing charitable work, who may be coming in to do like rescue work, right? Combination of Eight of Wands and Ten of Cups is very indicative of people who are rescuers, policemen, firefighters, people who show a lot of a lot of deep devotion, right? An intense affection for those around them, in as much as their community around them, and then also showing huge amounts of creativity, ambition, courageousness. They're very brave, right? Coming in almost to save the day. So that combination is very much can explain those type of individuals, right? Peace Corps individuals, I want to say. So Three of Cups comes in to clarify. Three of Cups is coming in to clarify above the original Three of Cups, right? So a lot of this chaotic energy coming in, a lot of these different, right? These different information messages, etc., is as a result of your socializing. You are quite the social butterfly right now. You are certainly dating as if it's going out of style. And a lot of it is causing some chaos, some chaotic emotions coming in, some confusion between those people that you're dating. And that could be a reason as well why this Eight of Wands is here. But again, 8 being the number of boundaries, make sure you put some boundaries in place, or else this is all going to very much catch up with you, Capricorn. At the center of the reading, of course, is your desire to be financially stable, to be comfortable financially. And that's where you reap your self-confidence. High Priestess is the highest card in the deck 4 self-confidence. 2 represent your self-esteem, right? And so, you know, your self-confidence is all tied up in your comfortability with finances. If you feel comfortable with your status, if you're feeling comfortable with the money that you're bringing in, and you're feeling harmonious in terms of, you know, you're getting what you deserve, right? You're getting paid what you deserve and all of that, then that is where a lot of your self-confidence comes from, and then you feel as though you can move through the world a bit more in control, right? So yeah, I mean, there's really nothing for it. That's just how you are, right? So part of that as well, though, part of getting there is, you know, using your intuition, following your gut. The High Priestess is the card for intuitive feelings and gut feelings, knowing, you know, she's so wise, she knows the past, present, and future, but because she trusts herself completely, she has 110% self-confidence, right? So that's what, you know, you need financial security to promote self-confidence, but you need self-confidence to promote financial security, right? So it's chicken and egg almost, which is going to come first. And really here you want to dig in deep and listen to your gut, listen to your inner voice, because that's what's being called for here as well in terms of developing your self-confidence so that you do feel comfortable with your level of money right now, or status level right now, right? So that the confidence is there already before, right? Almost as a spring that you can pull on. You don't want it. You don't want your level of confidence to only be tied into how well you're doing financially all the time. Sometimes you're not doing necessarily so well financially, and you still have to be able to, you know, dig deep and pull out that confidence and pull out that extra bit of will to move forward, even when you feel bad about yourself, even when you're depressed. 6 of Pentacles is coming out over the Queen of Pentacles. So success. Remember, I said the Queen of Pentacles is there to help you in your field, to help bring success and abundance. Working together with this Queen of Pentacles is the same as working together with others for a goal that brings nothing but abundance, more abundance. 6 of Pentacles here as well. This is 6 of Pentacles. So this is your 6 of Pentacles being clarified in the same reading. It's just the Thoth deck version, that's all. So I love that when that happens, when certain cards have come up twice. So far we have 6 of Pentacles have come up twice. Ace of Wands have come up twice. 3 of Cups have come up twice. Okay, so we, you know, there's a lot of, you know, this is when we look for clarity or clarification, and we pull out clarity cards. It is excellent when we have a lot of the same cards showing up again, but in different positions, because that's the clarity that we're looking for. That's the deeper look into the connection between everything. Yes, and like I said before, 3 of Cups is all about, because where you're at right now, you're feeling this level of creativity and freedom that's allowing you to date at this level. And surely you can see from the Princess of Wands that, yes, she is feeling extremely free and creative. Wands being the number for creativity, self-esteem and confidence through that creativity, right? So this is just to confirm what I said, that, yeah, you're living your best life right now. You want to date because you feel free. You feel you're at a stage in your life that you haven't necessarily been before. You've got a little bit more extra disposable income. Why settle down with only one person, right? And again, here we go. We've had Ace of Wands up here, this fountain of creativity and inspiration coming in for you now. Comes in to clarify that Tower moment. Yeah. Somebody's coming in because now you're showing so much of this new you, this new inspirational you. This person is certainly coming in to fuck with it. Right? They see that you have an Ace of Wands situation right now, that you are living your kind of best free life right now, and they want to come in and ruin that. They want to almost come in and take away some of the victory in this, right? The victory in this overwhelming amount of creativity that is that you're tapping into now, right? It could be that this person always said, oh, well, you would never make it, you're never, and now that you've made it, and you're even going further because you're now tapping into more creative sides of yourself. It just burns them up so much, you know, that they're coming right in to kind of disrupt. This tower, I believe, is as a result of somebody purposely trying to cause a tower moment in your life. If you can see, just looking down at the overall picture, you can see how beautiful and orange, right, a lot of these cards are. Color for fire and creativity, rebirth, reproduction, right? Beautiful energy. And then you have this tower here with the black just there, right? So it's very much a person who's trying to insert, you know, there's a person out there in your life who's trying to insert this kind of negativity into a place where there is at the moment really nothing but radiance and newness, right? But it needs to happen. This needs to be purged. And this individual, like I said, is a real victim, a real gaslighter, a real poor me. And look, Five of Pentacles comes in to clarify this person. This person certainly abandoned you in the past, thinking that you were not good enough for them. You know, in the past there was a power struggle and they won, right? They may have won the power struggle. You moved on with your life. Right? This theme has been coming up for you for quite some time, Capricorn. You moved on with your life, but they attempted to really oust you, abandon you, cause you some hardship. They were hoping that you might have to pay money. They wanted to hit you in the pocket. Not only did they want to hurt you, but they wanted to hit you in the pocket as well. It could be that they felt very resentful because you didn't achieve your dream quick enough for them, or that you didn't achieve a certain level of money standard quick enough for them. But in any case, they're the ones who kind of left you out in the cold, right? They left you out in the cold previous to this. And now they're coming back with this, well, if you hadn't said all those things to me, you wouldn't have pushed me to leaving you. You know, I was forced to leave you because you didn't open up to me, or I was forced to leave you because you blah, 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 right? You left because you left. You left because, you know, you made a decision that, you know, perhaps, you know, and I'm talking about your person, right? They left because they just made a decision about you. They judged you. Again, Aeon is judgment. When we release judgment, when we look at an issue from all sides and with true honesty, we have to release judgment, right? So it's almost like, those are the breaks for them. This person kind of comes in thinking they can cause this tower moment like they used to in the past. And I think another reason this Ace of Wands has come out over this tower moment is because this time as well, when they come to kind of like disrupt your life, you have all the creativity in the world to combat them. They're trying to cause this tower moment, but you have Ace of Wands, which is like, really? I got you right here. I got your tower moment right here. I got your interfering ass right here. I got something for you. That's very much that feeling, that energy. You just don't allow it to happen this time. You're just not there for it. And they kind of like, You're going to end up walking away, sulking and licking their wounds. As long as you don't allow them to manipulate you or to pull you right back into that sorry state you were in with them before, where you find yourself always apologizing. They were always being extremely judgmental. Funny, look, we have justice underneath the judgment card. So not only judgment gets dropped, but justice comes in. It's almost as if they get everything they deserve. You know? Now the justice comes in. Now the true kind of karmic debt comes in terms of, you know, righting wrongs, right? You get your justice, they get their justice, they get their comeuppance, and so do you. You get a world now, a stage in your life that's so creative, it's unbelievable, and they get to be reminded how much they messed up with you. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to call it. This is a nice long one again. These 40-some minutes, I believe. But if this resonated with you, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. Sound off below in the comments. All of those things that you guys do for me helps me grow my channel and provides me an opportunity to carry on giving you these readings, providing these readings, and giving as much as I can to my channel, as much time as I can to my channel. But for right now, Capricorn, you know how much I love you. All right, you take it easy. And it's time to burn off this last little bit of karma with this individual. And then it's full steam ahead. All right? Love you, Capricorn. See you next month. Bye-bye.